You've made it to episode 2. Thank you. I want to start this off because this week, when we were recording, it is the father of D&D's birthday. It's J.R.R. Tolkien's birthday. I want to say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to the boy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
My man,
happy birthday,
Junior
Jerry
Gygax.
No,
I was
great
going to
summer.
say, we're not talking about Jerry
Gygax.
Gygax.
I will
Jerry
not
Gygax.
negotiate.
Gygax is the father of D&D, you nerd.
I mean, okay.
But yes, but
Gary
but
Gygax
fantasy,
can suck a
but
chode.
Yes.
but Tolkien is fantasy lord.
Yes. And without fantasy, we don't have D&D. Okay. Last time that we left off, you guys were sitting down to eat. We kind of zoomed out. A star disappeared. Who knows? That might be fun. But you guys were about to go in and take the initiation test. You guys haven't really heard what it's going to be like. It's kind of up in the air for you guys right now. I'm curious, how is everyone feeling?
Feeling pretty good, Chief.
Yeah.
My nose is tickly.
Thriving. Moisturized in my lane.
Pretty full, loving corn.
Loving
corn.
Wind now has a corn obsession.
There's just too many people around.
I got those first day jitters, you know.
Oh, yeah. First day jitters are real. We are going to, you guys, it's a little bit later. You guys have now finished eating. Everyone's kind of gathering up. You guys know that you are going to be together in a group for the test. And you know that the test is basically a simulation. It's a battle simulation. And it's going to be either really hard or total blow off, or somewhere in the middle. You guys have to walk down that long stretch of hallway towards the ambassadors, like the giant arena looking thing where the ambassadors left after you departed, to get to the docking stations where they have been set up to where you will go in and take your test. The group in front of you actually houses at least 2 familiar faces. You guys see in the group in front of you, you guys see Dan Pondleton, aka the Frog Boy, and you see Tree.
Yes.
We love you, Tree.
I want to marry him.
So Tree is opening the door for the group as they're about to go in front of you, and then you guys will be waiting for about 20 or so minutes before you guys go in and take your initiation test. But as you, Tree turns around before he goes in and says, "You guys are all really good friends."
We barely know each other, but thanks, Tree.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call us good friends yet.
I hope that this mission contains a lot of opportunities for me to kill virtual people. And then he turns and ducks in the door.
Okay, strong start there.
I like that guy.
Blue just kind of points at him as he goes in. Just like...
So you guys now have about 20 minutes before you go in for the initiation test. How are you spending that time?
20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any, university personnel around?
There are a few, kind of guards, quote-unquote, that are pretty much serving as proctors, making sure that, they're, watching a screen that's to the side of each door. And that screen you see has constant input and output signals that are making it look like this system is going in and this is what's coming out, and it's showing a play-by-play analysis of what they're doing in there.
I see. So Blue's gonna go up to a guard, and see who he needs to give their note to, which is a note of special accommodations for their dorm to replace their bed with an in-ground pool.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, so you're going up to this guard. What is it exactly that you do?
I've got a piece of paper.
Uh-huh. You just
that
give
basically says Bolin Bluefin is authorized to have a pool instead of a bed, and just try handing it to a guard.
This guard takes it and just kind of looks at it really confused. I don't really know what I'm supposed. This isn't my particular job. You're gonna give this to Martha Blackhill. She is more in charge of the living spaces. And he gives you back the note.
All right. Take the note, give it a little nod, and go back to the group.
All right.
I think Wind is just stretching. Doing a bunch of like stretches and just like getting ready, just getting warmed up.
All right. If you're warming up, write this down. If at any point you have to make like a physical like acrobatics check or athletics check, you're getting limbered up, I'll give you advantage one time on those two specific checks.
You say that there are monitors showing what's going on in the simulation?
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to read, but it's basically like on one side of the screen it shows like a brief description of what's about to happen, and then there's a little output saying the response that they took to the last thing.
Okay, well, Jin is gonna go stand in front of the monitors and just observe and try to decipher what's going on in there.
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
That is a 19.
All right. With a 19, as you look in, you see that at the top of the screen, in these red letters, it says simulation number 2468. And then it says uploading input, and it says prisoner escape, and then it says latest output, warp drive fixed.
Interesting.
So that's kind of what the screen tells you. Take that as you will. So I would say it's probably been about, all of that probably wouldn't have taken that long. But if you guys are ready, we can jump forward and get to where you guys are going into the test.
Well, Rose would have just been sitting and like basically eyes closed, just breathing and waiting, like obviously meditating for the sake of calmness and also avoiding talking to everyone.
Fair.
Shh, meditate.
Fair, very on brand. Anybody? What is Russ doing right now? Actually,
when Blue left the group to go talk to whoever, I can just imagine Russ just running around looking at all the organics, like, "Hello, organic. How are you today?"
I love it. I love this. So it is now almost time for you guys to go into the test. When it's about a minute out, the guard turns around and says, "Right, now everybody, what you need to know is that this test could be hard, could be easy. That last test is about a medium difficulty, but that doesn't mean anything for you guys. You guys will each have to sign your name on one of the slots here," and he holds out a list that says pilot, and then it has a line. It has captain, translation, mechanic, medic, weapons, and then botany/planetary studies. And you would each sign your name on the line. And at this point, I want you guys to all roll initiative, and through the rest of the initiation test, this will be the initiative order.
Oh no, this is crazy.
I'm gonna have to fight this guard.
I need to figure out where to roll. Oh, there it is.
I rolled a 22.
14.
What does the B mean on... Oh, that's a
Nat 20. Congratulations, that is a net.
So,
That's a 19.
pause real quick. Okay, pause real quick. I'm going to go around and ask, because Discord messes with my head sometimes. And I know I have a 22 for Orion, a 19 for Drew, a nat 20. What's your initiative modifier?
22, so it's 22.
22? Okay. What did you roll, Miranda?
That was a 14.
14. Ellie?
I got an 8.
8. Cordell?
I would rather have an 8.
I got a 14.
14. We have a lot of ties going in. And Luke.
I got a 21.
Ooh.
Okay.
Got some fancy dexterity people.
True.
To resolve these ties, Cordell, what is your dexterity modifier?
Well, funny you should ask. That's a +2.
Okay.
Mine's a 3. I don't care about going first though.
Okay. So
I just wanted to have the higher number, you know.
that's fair.
Don't I know it.
Orion, what's your dexterity?
It is a +4.
And Rachel, what is your dexterity?
+2.
Okay. So you guys are each told to like sign your name on this list in front of you. And we discussed this last time about kind of who's taking what. So I wrote that down as what it was. So we have Wind signed on to be pilot for the initiation test. We have oh goodness gracious. We have Jin signed on for captaining currently. We have translation for Molly. We have Blue as the mechanic, Anna as the medic, Rust as the weapons, and Rose as the botany and planetary studies. Okay, so this guard looks at you and says, all right, well, we've got that kind of taken care of. When you enter the test, you will actually see the ship that you will receive once you leave and you will be assigned to. We've loaded it into the simulation so you can interact with this ship. And this ship will actually also be waiting for you outside of the docking bay, outside of your dormitory. So, you guys will be able to use that if needed. You will have to check it out until you graduate, though.
Of course.
Right. So, and right as you see that, you hear the door start to swing open, and you see Dan walk out, and he says, "Jesus Christ, that was a fun test. Okay, that was a real fun test."
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it was real fun. Okay, it was like one of them video games, and we just played the game. And you know what they say? But listen, this wasn't like if you die in the game, you die in real life scenario. So even if we died in a simulation, I got to know what death feels like. This was an insane time.
I've always wanted to know what death felt like. Sorry, I bit my tongue while I was speaking. That really, sorry. I'm embarrassed.
And then you see these other two halflings kind of walk out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, okay." And they just kind of keep walking, and then Tree walks out and says, "I stabbed someone and there was no blood."
Was that disappointing?
It was a little bit disappointing. I'm used to seeing a lot more damage being done.
Tree, how many people have you stabbed?
I've stabbed enough. And then he just keeps walking. And then the last person to walk out kind of looks at you guys and says, "Oh, hi. Which one of you is signed on to be the captain?"
That would be me, and I step forward.
He reaches out and like goes to shake your hand.
I shake it back.
He says, "Nice to meet you. I guess we'll be students together, so wanted to make sure. My name's Malcolm." And you see, like, you guys see he is this like dark elf bad boy. He's like silver hair that covers one eye, very like Spider-Man 3 level emo.
Emo.
Oh my god, finger guns and all?
Finger
Prime
guns
time
and all.
emo.
Dancing down the
Dreamboat.
street. If My Chemical Romance existed in this universe, he would listen.
It
It
can.
doesn't exist in this universe?
You know what? I'm taking an official stance. My chem does not exist in this universe.
I hate it here.
I don't want to live
I
here.
didn't know this was dystopian.
Oh, I guess the campaign's over. Okay, so you guys are loaded into the test and you see your ship for the first time. It is sleek silver. It has a blue stripe down the side. Very much think like, I'm trying to remember the name of the ship. I can't remember. But it's like this basically sleek silver, kind of has like a bullet look to it, with a wing coming from the top and two from the back. And
Wind sprints and just jumps into the pilot seat. He just, oh, this is nice. This is real nice.
You sprint and jump into the pilot seat, and you just hear, "Oh goodness! Did you really have to go that? You didn't have to hit the seat that hard. You realize this, right?"
What? You guys got one of these shits too?
Oh my goodness! I was not intending to house a bunch of rowdy boys. This is not what I was wanting.
I
saying this?
apologize.
Hello?
I apologize. I'm just excited. This is sick. This is you're a beautiful ship.
You guys are hearing the voice too, right?
Yes,
I've been called a beautiful ship many times. This will not be the first, and this will not be the last. Flattery will get you nowhere.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, well, I'm just telling the truth. We're good.
Right. Well, you guys are here for the initiation, I assume?
Yeah, that tracks.
Confirmed.
Wonderful. I'll give you a brief rundown of how the ship works. My name is Bella, and that stands for Beginning and Ending Locations Assistant. I'll work more with the planetary studies people, but also I can feel if you guys go too rough on this ship. That's right, your ship does feel pain.
From the outside,
Kinky.
too?
Mostly from the outside. The inside's just a little bit funny when people are like jumping and being rowdy boys, like this bird. I don't
I'm
know.
very much a rowdy boy. I'm Wind. You can call me Wind.
That's wonderful. I won't remember that.
Why won't you remember that? I thought you were like our ship for life or whatever.
Well, this is just like the simulation of our ship, I think, is what they were saying. Like, we'll have our own ship. You're not going to be our actual navbot, right?
Oh, okay.
No, I will be your navbot, and I'll remember that you did that.
But you won't remember...
Just won't remember
But
names.
you won't remember
Yeah.
our names?
That's because I would have to care about you guys currently to remember your names. But since this is our first...
you're the sarcastic type. Okay, fun.
You hear from behind you guys kind of walking up through, like, you hear, like, this metal, like, go, coming from, like, from the back of the ship. And you hear, yes, she is the sarcastic type.
Who's that?
It's me. It's okay that you didn't notice me. I'm kind of used to it. Well, I'm here. I'm your helper bot. You can call me Edward. It's fine.
Hi, Edward.
Bella and Edward.
Question, Organic. Why do you sound so distraught?
Oh, I'm not an organic. I know. They made me look like an organic. I'm just another robot, though.
Edward?
Oh, yeah.
Edward, do you need a
Yeah.
hug?
I've always needed a hug, but no one's ever offered me one.
I will give you a hug. And I hug Edward.
If robots could cry, Edward would just start crying right now.
There. It's okay.
You then hear just like this like boot up noise start going, just like these like slight digital beeps, and then you hear over through Bella say, "Oh, yes, you are going to be playing in simulation number 1."
Hold on. Caleb?
Yes.
You made him Bella and Edward?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I had that realization as soon as you said Edward.
If
I was
we...
like, are we gonna have another assistant named Jacob later on?
Yeah, if we
no,
have
I
a
won't-
Jacob assistant, I'm team him.
You will not have a Jacob assistant because I was always Team Edward.
Jacob is a turd.
You guys then hear another voice on the intercom that you know well. Right now, you guys listening? Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
It's that guy.
Right. Yes, it's me, Jog. You'll get to know me later. It's fine. Since you don't remember me, I'll forgive you eventually. Now, that was a joke. Did you catch it? That was a joke. It's fun. Right, so now, I'm not going to lie. Wait, which simulation number are you doing?
One.
The first one.
And he says, give me 1 second. And, you hear, like, footsteps walking away from a microphone. And then you hear, like, are you sure? Number 1? Are you sure you want to give them number 1? And then you hear another voice, they can handle it. I know they can. Alright? Give it to them. Alright, yeah, well, I'll go. Alright, well, I'm not gonna lie, this test is hard. And, it is possible to pass, guaranteed, but it will be hard. You're gonna be asked to complete 2 missions in total. Do they have to do 2? No, they can just do 1 as long as it's this one. Right, so you're going to do 1. I'm not gonna put you through 2. This mission was randomly selected. I guess not. Charles, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. We want them to do this one. Right, so each of you are going to play an extremely vital role in this happening. Now, when you all feel that you're ready, the captain will press the green button that is found on the left arm of the chair. And this panel flips, Cordell, and there's a small green button that says launch.
I stare at it, uncertain of what to do next.
I think you're supposed to press it, Sugar.
Yeah, we gonna get this thing rolling?
Certain amphibious creatures are like itching to press the button as soon as a button pops up. Like, oh. No, and no, Blue pops out their little gadget and then like twists, like puts their little screwdriver in and starts twisting it, and words pop up. Like, don't worry, that was just the psychological portion of the simulation. That probably won't be any harder than any others. And then they twist the screwdriver again a little bit. I think.
Jin looks around the cabin, I guess, at all the others and kind of quietly asks, "Are you ready?"
Yeah, go!
Blue is vigorously nodding.
Go for it.
Not even for the simulation, just for the button.
We'll follow you, Capitan.
Get pressed.
Molly gets a thumbs up.
I slam the green button.
As you do, the lights don't dim down for just a second before coming back up, and you see a small line of text come across the top of the, of like what basically would be the windshield of the ship, except there's no wind in space, except for wind. Haha, see what I did there?
That's me.
It says, you have just completed a successful mission in overturning a tyrant on the planet of Hoskarath. You have the overturned tyrant on your ship, and he is currently in a holding cell below. An emergency transmission comes on your radar approximately 1 jump away from you. Your team is currently the closest, so you are asked to take care of it on your way back to the Union base. Emergency transmission. A small furry alien appears on your screen just saying, come in! Come in? Yeah. So our planet is currently on the verge of collapsing. We need a stabilizer thrown into the core. Okay? Got it?
Do we have a stabilizer?
You do have a stabilizer.
Should we make the detour, Captain?
I don't think we can say no.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
let's
does
do
seem
it.
like it's
Let's
part of
do
the
it.
test.
As you say that, you see on the bottom of the screen, initiation, go. From now on, we'll be going in initiative order, just to make sure everyone's clear. So right now, everything seems to be okay. You guys are all housed at your desks, with, like, your screens in front of you. Wind is piloting the plane. Right now, there seems to be no threat. Rust, you are up first. What do you do?
I will just patrol the ship, just check in on everyone and make sure everyone's doing okay.
As you patrol the ship, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh boy, oh boy. Perception. I have a +2. So that is a 14.
You don't notice anything super bad going on. As you patrol the ship, you kind of go through, there's like a few hallways that lead ones to a lower deck, where like the guts of the ships are going to be, as well as some of the holding cells. And then the top deck is more stuff like, obviously, the room where all of you are at the front of the ship, and then all like the your spacesuits, everything like that is going to be to the back of you. And Edward is back there. That's where he is housed. But as you walk around, you don't notice anything peculiar.
I would just say that as I finish up my rounds, I'm just gonna stand next to the captain on the bridge or whatever that area is called.
The bridge is the word I was looking for earlier. Thank you. Rose, it is your turn. You know that you guys are about a jump away. And you guys know that there's a difference between a jump and a skip. A skip is basically like a warp speed, but it's extremely inaccurate. You may get in the same galaxy. Versus a jump, which is a very short distance, but it is super accurate. You will get to the exact location that you want, given that there is nothing in the way. So, what do you do?
In like, okay, so I've got the I'm in a chair. I've got like a screen, right, or
yes.
something regarding this. So do I have navigation information here, or am I just looking at like planetary information? Like, would I be pulling up the information for that planet? Maybe
you would. So your job would be to pull up like basic information on the planet, but then also you do have like a navigation screen. Because to make the jump, part of your job is to make sure that there is nothing directly in the way, or finding the path where there's nothing in the way.
Yeah, well, she would be looking then to see if there's any obstacle that would hinder a jump.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check, and we'll give you advantage on this, because this is something you've done before. And you know quite well.
Investigation. I've got one that's a 12, and then another that is a 21. So I guess the 21 is the one.
The 21? Yeah, as you look over this screen, you see that there is a path where you will be able to... It's a little bit of a curve, so you won't get like right at the planet because of the speed of the distance of the jump, but you will get close enough that you can comfortably get there in plenty of time. So you find that route very easily.
So I'll communicate that aloud. She sort of musters up the ability to speak and says, "We're all clear for the jump." And I input the coordinates and stuff.
Perfect. Next up is going to be Wind. What do you do?
Am I right in assuming that I would be the one to initiate the jump?
It is you and the captain both have to clear the jump. So it's like
all right, Captain, you ready?
Ready for jump.
Pressing button now.
As you press the jump button, nothing seems to happen. You are going at cruising speed still.
Bella, is that supposed to happen?
Is what's supposed to happen?
We tried to go we tried to do a jump, but it's not. We didn't. We're still here. Then
I would say no, as that is a primary function of the ship. That is not supposed to happen.
All right, can you help? What happened?
This is what I'll tell you. Bella can help. It will take her a full rotation of turns. So on your next turn, she will be able to give you information. She can either give you really, really basic information right now, or you can spend a full rotation of turns to get detailed information.
Wind wants basic information.
Right, well, it seems that the jump drive is currently broken. Something is happening. I don't know exactly what happened, though.
All right, thank you. Hey, that jump drive broken.
Great.
That will take us to next is Anna.
All right, so I'm not exactly in a med bay. I'm at like a desk, right?
You are at a desk. The med bay is 2 doors back from the bridge. So you have like bridge and then hallway door that leads to your spacesuits, and then another door that leads to your big med bay.
All right, so
Also, if we have questions, should I like direct them at Edward or for like the actual test?
I was about to say, for the actual test, you can direct your questions at Bella. Edward is there basically, if you need to go do something and you need a companion and no one else is available, Edward will serve as a companion that will go with you. He can't do a lot, but he's a body.
Me too.
Okay. And also, we took down like who's our prisoner again?
He is a tyrant from the planet of Hoskarath. You like I don't think for the simulation his name is necessarily necessary.
That wasn't my question, but
yeah.
I didn't know if I needed to keep him stabilized or anything, because I don't think anybody exactly needs healing right now.
No, he is currently in the Actually, are you at your desk or do you want to be in the med bay currently?
Here's what I'll do.
Captain,
Okay.
I'd like to go and check on the med bay just to make sure everything's in order before, anyone else gets hurt, so I'll at least know where everything is.
Real quick question before I answer is, how near in relation to the cells are the med bay? Like, where's the tyrant right now?
The cells that the tyrant is in is like on the lower floor in the like it's closer to like the engine room and stuff. It's down in that area.
Okay, and the med bay's not near there?
No, the med bay is like right behind you basically.
Okay, then yeah, permission granted.
All right, thank you.
And I'll just go do that, I guess.
Okay, yeah. As you walk out the med bay, the door opens and shuts behind you. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my
Get
god.
perceptive.
I can see everything.
As you walk out into the hall to walk towards the med bay, you don't notice anything suspicious right away, except that the med bay door is open.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna...
I'm gonna slowly push it open the rest of the way.
Okay.
Should I roll for stealth or something?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I'll give you a stealth check. All right. Stealth is weirdly +2, so this should be fun. That's a 14.
With a 14, as you push it open, it creaks slightly, but it's not super loud. And as you push your way in, we'll carry that nat 20 perception over for this. You hear a slight scurry and then nothing.
Hey, Captain, something is definitely not right with the med bay.
And with that, we're actually going to go to the next person in turn, which is Blue.
Okay, so is there like a computer that kind of monitors all the systems in the ship?
Yes. So on your desk at the bridge, you have a screen in front of you that shows you like a breakdown of each of the systems and how they're doing currently, and you know that the jump drive is currently
I was gonna say
broken.
the Wynn said that out loud. Okay, cool. So I guess I'm gonna see if I can like run a diagnostic on the jump drive.
Okay.
Can I do that from where I am, like at the screen?
Yeah, you can run a diagnostic. And it's going to be the same thing with that was with Wind earlier. I can give you a basic rundown of what's wrong with it, or you can do a full diagnostics test, and on your next turn, you will get like a rundown.
Okay. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, because basically we're just going to be delaying getting detailed information by a turn, so...
Right.
Yeah, so they, I guess, pull up the jump drive area on the screen and run a diagnostic, and that'll take a full cycle of turns.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
And
yeah. What else?
Do I need to make a check for that, or?
Yeah, go ahead and make a tech check.
Okay. Heck yeah.
And while you're doing that, I'll explain, listeners at home, I thank Brennan Lee Mulligan greatly for giving the tech check and the mech check, which are used for diagnosing problems and fixing the problems. So
what
did you roll for that tech?
That was an 8.
Okay. So you will receive that information on your next turn.
Cool. Yeah. The base roll for that was a 3. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, a +5 on tech. Okay. Next up is going to be Jin.
Okay, real quick. Did I hear Anna?
It's Anna.
Anna. Did I hear
We've been over
Anna's...
this.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting. Did I hear Anna's call from earlier from her turn?
Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you heard that.
Sounds like a plan, Stan. Oof. Bad roll, good bonus. Can I get a 13?
With a 13, you heard Anna, say something, but because it was through a door, it was pretty muffled. But you definitely know that Anna said something to you through the door.
Okay, and then, procedure-wise, is the captain supposed to kind of stay planted in their chair, or does the captain do stuff too? Would I get up, or would I send someone to get up?
It is, that part is up to you. If you feel like this is something you want to go take care of, you would be the one to get up. If you want to stay here, you would send someone else.
Rust, are you busy?
That's a negative, Captain.
Will you go check on Anna?
Confirmed. And I will start my way to where Emma left, I guess.
Perfect. We will get to that on Rust's turn. Is there anything else you want to do, Cordell?
Can I run diagnostic stuff?
You wouldn't really be able to...
I don't really know what I'm supposed to do.
Okay,
if you touch the computer, you die.
Yeah, so you can, basically, your computer screen in front of you has basically, little ways to ping and check certain areas, like a security camera system. So you can feel free to check 1 of 4 areas per turn. You can check the engine room. You can check the hallway leading to the bridge. You can check the, the door that would lead into the ship, like the airlocking door. Or you can check the, cells themselves.
Okay, after I ask Russ to check on Anna, I'm going to check the cells camera.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check. Another one.
That's a 22.
22?
Yeah. It's a 16 with a plus 6.
Oh, wow.
Holy
okay.
heck.
With a 22, as you look, there are 4 cells total. The tyrant was in cell number 3. Cell number 3 is empty.
That's what I thought you'd say.
That's mine. Okay, I was scared of this. You never put a bad guy on a ship without him getting out.
Oh, this is just fucking Among Us.
Yes, this is what my dream.
And then, so next up will be Molly. So.
Can I say anything about the cell being empty?
It's up to you. Did you?
Yes, I did.
Did you cry that up?
Yeah, I said the cell's empty.
Molly's gonna go get the ass blaster and go.
You know. Well, Molly's immediately going to ready her hand. Let's see. So where is the cell in comparison to where we are?
The cell is kind of like you've got the top level of the ship and the bottom level. So this like the cells are towards the back of the ship, whereas the bridge is in the front top. So they're opposite.
Okay.
Now, at first level, can you detect evil and good?
I can.
Nice. I love paladins.
I have a divine sense. So.
Hell yeah.
Anybody want to come with me and try and find this guy?
Thank you for using the buddy system.
I mean, I don't really need to do much right here with the jump drive not working, so I guess I'll go.
So you two are gonna head down to check on everything. As you guys walk out of, as you guys are gonna, yeah.
Sorry.
Well.
No, but like she would join because again, she can't navigate if they're not gonna move.
Yes. Okay. So I want all three of you, as you walk out into the hallway, to roll a perception check real quick.
I'm good at that.
I am not good at that.
I am apparently good at that. I rolled a 22.
I got an 18.
Natural one.
Wonderful.
Boom, 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 boom.
So Rose and Molly, as you guys walk out, you notice that the med bay door is open. You hear Anna walking around inside a little bit. I mean, Rust is out there too currently. We're gonna get to his stuff in just a second though. But as you walk down, there's like a little stairway that kind of hooks down to go towards the cells. And that door is also open. Wind, the ship, it's real silver, man.
Oh, this wall is so beautiful. Oh my god. Sorry, what are we doing?
Remember the that tyrant that we have here?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay.
We will now go to Rust. Rust, as you walk out in the hallway, roll a perception check.
Ooh, boy! I got a 19.
A 19. As you walk out in the hallway, you notice the same thing as everyone else. There's an open door to the med bay, which is where you are going to help out Anna. As you walk into the med bay, the lights are on finally. Everything's kind of booted up. And as you look around, you see that there's a vent that leads into the med bay, and that vent is currently open.
He vented.
I swear, I was not planning, like, I'm just gonna make them play Among Us, but, like, I just wrote this in a certain way, and I guess I was playing a lot of Among Us when I wrote this.
But that's what I wanted.
Okay.
I want to play Among Us.
Okay, but whenever I end up getting jettisoned off the ship because I think I'm the tyrant, I don't want to hear, I didn't mean to make it Among Us.
Okay, so, Russ,
that robot vented.
What do you do as you notice the vent is currently open?
I see everyone, correct?
Yes, you see everyone currently.
I'm going to make an announcement. Attention, organics. This vent over here has been opened, and it wasn't me.
That's pretty sus.
That's pretty sus.
I could barely hear you, but I wanted to say that is pretty sus.
Okay, so as you guys
what is this sus you kids keep saying?
As you announce that, it will go to the one and only Rose. You are currently about to head down the stairs that lead to the cells. What do you do?
So I could hear the announcement pretty clearly,
Yes.
I'm guessing, because I'm close. Yeah.
Yes.
I instead go to turn and go straight back to the med bay because he announced that the vent had been opened and a noise was heard in med bay, so I want to check to see if there's a connecting vent in the med bay so that no one dies while scanning.
As you turn around to walk back towards the med bay, it is a brief walk. I'd
say she's being pretty quick. She's like power walking and bumps into wind on the way.
Okay. As you bump into wind and you're walking down the hallway, I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, yes. I rolled a 7. Whew. That doesn't save me for shit, does it?
You take 2 points of damage as the tyrant falls from the ceiling and lands directly next to you, slashing you with a knife.
I was gonna say, pick your death animation.
No.
Rose,
only
no!
2 points. Only 2 points of damage, but land slashes.
Listen,
and then
for a druid.
Trust me, I know. He lands, turns, and runs towards the bridge. I'm gonna make a dexterity check for him to see if he slips and falls, just to be fair.
Would he be in melee range for me?
Well, not an attack of opportunity. I think just surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise, and that dexterity save wasn't the best. In all honesty, on his dex check, he rolled a 23, so he is sprinting towards the bridge.
Am I alone on the bridge?
No, there's me.
Okay, good.
Next in turn order is going to be Wind. What do you do? He's about 25 feet away from you.
Okay, well, with my 45 feet of movement, I'm going to run in front of him, in between him and the bridge. And
okay.
I'm going to sock him right in the face, just a big right hook, right in the fucking face.
Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay. Let's get a good roll now. Okay, so that is total with my big punch attack. That is going to be a 23.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh, I dropped my D4, but I got it, and I'm going to do damage now. Okay, so that is 3 plus 5, so that is 8 points of damage.
Holy.
8 plus 5? Wait, what?
For a fucking punch?
So Monk's whole thing is unarmed combat, and so I get to use my dex mod instead of strength, which is plus 5.
I was playing a monk wrong, I guess.
Well. Remind me not to get in a fight with Wind.
Wow. Okay. You punch him, and he stops dead in his tracks. And then...
Try me again.
Next up is Anna. Anna, this is right outside of the med bay, so you hear this commotion.
Well, the thing is, I still heard some scurrying going on in here, so...
You did?
I should probably check that out, just to be sure.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okie dokie. That is a 16 plus... What's investigation? Intelligence. 3. That's a 19.
With a 19, as you look, you notice that the scurrying, and you kind of piece this together in your brain, that the scurrying was somebody going up into the vent. You see some papers that were kicked out of the way on accident as they went up. You also notice one thing. This vent does not go back towards where the tyrant dropped from. It only goes up towards the bridge.
Oh no, there's something else on this fucking shit.
Alright.
Flip my shit.
There's 2 imposters.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna open the door and say, Hey guys, we have other problems. It looks like we have 2 intruders currently on this ship. Another one crawled into the vent in the med bay.
All right, well, I'll keep this one here.
Next up is going to be Blue. You have a broken jump drive, one confirmed person that you can see, one that you suspect is heading towards the bridge through the vent.
So last time I ran the diagnostic on the jump drive,
Yes.
what computer say?
You hear a little beep come from your side. You have basically like what would be like a smartphone, like a little pocket computer with only that screen on it. And you see a detailed rundown where it says clamps C3 and C4 cut, wire 5 cut. And it's basically like a list of 10 different clamps, wires, and ducts that have been severed or blocked off completely.
Okay, I guess I'll go fix that. Do I have to go through the bad hallway to get to the
No,
to get to the jump drive?
You do not. And you can actually get there. What's your movement speed?
20.
You can
Remember when I said I wanted fast swimmies, so I sacrificed some movement speed.
I will say that you can get there, and you will be able to start the process of fixing things.
Okay, cool. I will go there. I'm actually gonna, I think, motion for, so there's someone headed toward the bridge. Do we know this? Like, are we able to communicate with people in other areas?
Yes. You would have heard Anna lean out from the med bay and say that.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna take Jen with me just in case. Because am I on the bridge right now? Is that where the place where the desks are?
No, you had walked out of the bridge, and you were, like, at the stairs leading down to the engine room.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. R.I.P. Jen, I guess.
So I am alone in the bridge with the tires.
I'm gonna fix the jump drive.
Okay.
All right. As you get to the jump drive, go ahead and make a tech check.
Okay. Tech check. All right. It's a lot better. It's a 16.
Perfect. With a 16, you go in and you start to move some stuff around. You are able to fix 2 of the clamps as well as 3 of the wires. So you have fixed half the stuff very quickly. And with that, you see a little progress screen or a little progress bar on your screen where it shows that now it is at 50% for the jump drive.
Cool.
That is where we're at on the mechanic side. Next up is Jin.
So I know that I'm alone in the bridge with a bad guy running at the bridge, right?
Yeah, a potential bad guy running at the bridge, yes.
Potential. Do I have weapons around me?
Yeah, you would have like a little blaster pistol as well as like whatever improvised weapons you can find. / what you have on you from your character sheet.
Okay. Okay, I've got a couple daggers.
All right.
Okay,
what you doing?
Where's my teeny phaser?
Your teeny phaser, it is on your, like, it's in a little holster hanging off your chair.
Sick.
So, yeah.
Please let that be what they're canonically called, as teeny phaser.
Teeny phasers.
So, I ready the teeny phaser in my shooting hand, and I get a dagger out in my dagger hand, and okay, where's the door in relation to my captain's chair?
So the door is, if you are facing forward in the captain's chair, the door is back and to the right. The vent is directly behind the captain's chair.
No, I have one important question before we proceed with this. Is the phaser set to stun?
The phaser is set to initiation simulation.
Okay.
I set my teeny phaser to Pretenzie's death, and
I just want to imagine that this villain is like an actor and they're paid for this shit, and like at the end they're disgruntled, they get a cigarette out and they're just like, fucking kids.
Good.
Oh my god. So you are basically readying an action, so like if something happens then you'll go, right?
Yeah, specifically
Okay.
phaser in right hand, dagger in left hand, and I'm crouching in front of my chair, facing the best vantage point of both the door and the vents.
Perfect. Okay. We're gonna leave Jin there. I think that's a good plan. I like it. We will go next. Will be Molly.
Okay. So the tyrant got pretty far away, right? He kind of just sprinted away. How far away is he?
He is right now from you about 25 feet.
Yeah, my walking speed is 15.
Oh, adorable.
She's little.
How did that happen?
She's
That's
little.
so
Since when are
cute.
gnomes
She's a little
15?
gnome.
She's
I thought it
our
was
teeny
25.
phaser.
Oh.
I could crawl an event. I don't know.
Oh,
At
jeez.
this point.
Oh,
Let's put her in there.
just throw her in there.
Just
She'll
throw me
find
in
it.
there. That's okay, guys.
She's
Throw
so
me in the
cute.
vent.
So we're throwing Molly in the vent?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who
Yo,
is
I'm-
who?
I'm in between the boy and the bridge, so I'm.
Yes. Who is going to do the actual like boosting / throwing?
I volunteer.
just like a football.
Yes.
Rust, I want you to go ahead and make a strength check. I feel like this is bad to give a barbarian a strength check, but go ahead and make a strength check.
22.
You lift Molly up with ease and put her up into the vent. It is a freaking adorable sight to see as a massive robot lifts up a gnome and says, "Here you." It's like, "Oh, okay." Like Simba's her up.
Organic.
Superman.
It's okay to pick her up now because it's permissible.
Yeah, it's
She
okay
has
to pick her up
consented to be
for-
lifted.
Yeah.
Yes. This was specifically requested.
Molly, as you get into the vent, make a. Do you have dark vision?
I do. Up to 60 feet.
Okay, make a perception check.
9.
As you go up into the vent, the camera starts on your face and we see this like slight look. It pans around and we see this thin, like gaunt face with sunken cheeks, and we just see this face look at you and say, "Shh," and vanish before your eyes.